as well. And it's not the only volcano we're watching, apparently. Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera is here to tell us about that. How many?
Well, we're watching 4. Believe it or not.
All at Iceland.
Yeah, Japan just got involved. So we'll start with Iceland. We'll work our way through the volcanoes here, and eventually we'll do some weather too in the next half hour. But for now, we're in volcano mode here, and we'll start in Iceland. And this would not be getting that much attention if we had not had the event 4 years ago, which of course paralyzed European airspace. That is not happening now because we have a different kind of eruption, similar volcano, but different kind of eruption. We are now back to orange, which is good. Red is the bad one. That is when we're talking about imminent eruption and the potential for, of course, air delays. Now, alert level back to orange. We were at red alert on the Friday because what we had was an eruption, but it was a fissure eruption, so it wasn't the main chamber eruption. We continue to monitor that volcano, but looks pretty quiet right now as I've been watching it here. But as we fly you into the close to the equator here, what we're looking at here is the Papua New Guinea volcano, Tavorvor, and we have stunning imagery from this one here. Certainly way more impressive than Iceland. If this were occurring in Iceland, we'd be in big trouble. But this is down further south, no glaciers here, and we don't have to worry about a widespread air travel situation. But look at that. Can you imagine watching that out your window? A lot of people were, and they were sending the pictures along with it. There you see some incredible images, and behind me some more spectacular imagery. Look at this one here. That is just look at that with the sun there, glimmer, postcard perfect, but scary stuff as well. Of course, if you live anywhere nearby, and they've been evacuating some folks there as well. And this one has caused air travel disruptions a little bit more widespread than Iceland because we're involving Indonesia as well here with some delays as well, although most of the activity has been across Papua New Guinea. And then we have the flight restrictions depending on the flight level here. The pilots will certainly be aware of that, but unlike Iceland, we don't have the danger of the jet stream picking this up because the subtropical jets to the south and to the north, and here what we'll have is just this ash disperse over the region, and that is just fine with us. And then we have this other volcano here, Mayon, which is now at alert 2. They use different kind of alerts. Some use colors, some use numbers. That's okay. This was alert 2 here, so we're watching this one for potential eruption, and we do have a lot of people living nearby, 182,000 to be specific, so we'll monitor this one closely as well. And then the Japan one, which we'll get to at some point as well.
I know. I don't remember when we've had so many volcanoes.
It's like almost volcano season. Incredible.
Thank you, Ivan.
Yeah.
Well, volcanoes in Iceland and Papua New Guinea are erupting. Our meteorologist Ivan Cabrera is monitoring them all for us from the CNN Weather Center. Shall we call it Volcano Center, Ivan? It
is Volcano Center, at least for this weekend anyway, and maybe into next week. 5.3 earthquake just reported about an hour ago in Iceland.
Iceland. Okay.
That's not good, right? That's not good. The thing is perhaps waking up once again. We were at red alert yesterday. We're back to orange. Maybe we'll go back to red. This thing's going to go back and forth over the next few days. But for now, it remains an Iceland problem, as in the effects will not be widespread into Europe unless we get a big old chamber eruption. We'll show you that graphic once again in a second here, but the fissure eruption is what we've been talking about over the last several days. And the big difference is, of course, the main chamber. Oh my goodness, all that magma. Once it touches the glacier here, of course, that could spew ash, pulverized rocks, glass into the atmosphere 20, 30, 40,000 feet up in the air. That is what happened 4 years ago. That's not what we want, and that has not happened. What has happened is this fissure has opened up. It opened up, in fact, last week, and it had not erupted, but it did yesterday, and perhaps with that 5.3, a sign of more action to come, localized flooding possible as the ice continues to melt there, obviously. All right, so Mount Tavorvor, now we're getting into Papua New Guinea here. This one bringing us some spectacular imagery across the region here. Erupted yesterday, hadn't done so for about 20 years. And take a look at the pictures coming out of this region here. My goodness, that is some dramatic stuff there. Of course, the Iceland volcano looks nothing like this at this point. And in fact, this one has closed airspace as well and continues to provide us with these volcanic ash advisories that are in effect. So aircraft not flying across this region for now, anyway, until that ash from this latest explosion disperses, and that's going to take a while. And then we have the Philippines volcano, which has an alert 2 associated with it, the Mayon volcano here, and we'll watch for this one as well. And we have 182,000 people to watch for here, so certainly have to watch for that one. They're keeping a close eye on it. So yes, Volcano Central here at CNN.
And you're keeping a close eye on them all. Thank you very much, Ivan.